What's up, guys? Why, Sports to the Bone here again, man. Shout out to everybody that is on the live. Hope you all are doing okay. Hope everybody would have survived that atrocity by the West Indies just now. Why, we are here to do the very, very difficult job of breaking down how the series went. I mean, you are all aware by now that South Africa would have won the series after outplaying us just now in the fifth and final game. And I know a lot of persons gonna have a lot of questions for different players. And the platform is here. And we're definitely going to go into it, guys. Chasing down 168 once again. I don't see why we shouldn't have been able to get that, seeing that we classify ourselves as a chasing team. No way you can call yourself a chasing team and you can hit off 168. I'll know none of the teams not make 170. I'll know, guys. You understand? 5 matches and not even 170, and we weren't able to chase it down. So for those that are just coming in, 168 for 4. That is what South Africa made, and we're only able to get 143 for 9. A couple of players did well, didn't do so badly. I think they did whatever was asked of them. Evan Lewis, I am assuming that the role given to him would have been to see, if he can go on any amount he can get in the power play and then push on to as far as he could. Hetmyer, as we would have indicated, his probably his role would have been to go out there and to bat, to rotate the strike, the man to rotate the strike and let the power hitters come and do their thing. And I must say, Lewis did his job. Hetmyer went out there, he held up one end, rotated the strike, took the ones, took the twos, and the men that were supposed to come and do the so-called power hitting, they didn't do anything at all. Take, for example, Andre Russell chasing after a wide ball outside the half stump to give away his wickets. But we're going to get into that. Once again, shout out to everybody that is on here. We are expected to have a wonderful time this evening, all right? So now watch the face, guys. That is how serious I get when these guys do their foolishness. All right, so we're starting from right here. Contact 20 says, Sports to the Bone, these guys making me sick. Adil says, Sports to the Bone, good evening. Mr. Lover said, told you guys to go with Fletcher. Mr. Lover said, we needed the extra batsman over the spinner. Contact 20 said, they have the batting IQ. They have no batting IQ. Look at how these guys got out every time. Same thing, same way over and over. Adil said, 8 people watching the live. Yeah, man. Supposed to be 8 likes. Yeah, man. So go ahead and like up the video, guys, until the other persons come on. Like it up so persons can see that we are on. Harrison says, see why I'm saying Gale should go. Mr. Lover say hello. Mr. Lover say Myers and Jimbo for T20. All right. So as I was saying, guys, once again, our batting has definitely failed us. Hands down, the batting has failed us once again. Because the bowlers, I can't beat my bowlers if they're able to restrict a team for 168 every time. 166, 167, 168. I can't beat my bowlers, guys, if they are able to restrict a team that is ranked 6 for under 170, 180. Can't beat them. I can't beat them. Edwards, he wasn't too bad at all today. He got a wicket up early, got rid of Hendricks, came back and got another wicket. I think he finished with something like, I think, probably 2 for 19 or somewhere thereabout. But I must tell you guys, I am really disappointed in the way in which our batsmen went about it. Next comment says, Sports to the Bone, changing sport for a second. Now we know, hold on. Now we know all the semi-finalists. Who do you back to win the Euros? I want to say Italy looking good and England looking good. I based on how they are playing, I am thinking that, boy, I don't even know how to call it, but it's a strong possibility that England might be able to go all the way. Can't count out Italy just the same. One we have there again, Italy, England, and who are the next two teams? Contact 20 say also our bowlers performing in every single game have to big them up. Exactly. And we're gonna have to give them their own 15 minutes of fame. The bowlers, they did really well. The same bowler probably didn't do as well right across all 5 games, but every bowler chipped in, and when you add it up, the bowlers are what actually win us a couple of games. Tracy, after losing both Test and T20 series uh, against a weak South Africa side, I can tell you there is no way we can beat Australia, and we surely can beat Pakistan. We will lose the entire series period. Jaja. Italy, England, Spain, Denmark. Oh yeah, man. Spain looking good enough, but I watched the Italy game yesterday, and I want to tell you they really look good. But I don't want you to say that I'm jumping on the bandwagon, but even though England is so unpredictable, I think they might be able to go all the way. Funny enough, I think they might be able to go all the way because they seem to be getting into form right away. Clark say, deception is real. It was planned sports to the bone. Say Italy versus Spain, Denmark versus England. Yeah, man. I am thinking that it's probably going to be an England-Italy final, and then maybe England will nick it. Richard say, what? Sports with bone. I've just heard when Russell went first ball. 143 for 9. What a suicide Denmark and Spain make up the other 2 semifinals. Did Hetty do enough to impress you? Yeah, man, Hetty did what was asked of him, guys. I can definitely tell you that. It is obvious now. It is quite obvious now, guys, that Hetmyer surely did what was asked of him. Because in the first game that he got out, the coach was complaining, saying that you shouldn't have gotten out the way how he got out, even though other batsmen weren't doing anything. So from that point, I could look at it and say that the role that he was asked to play was to stay there, knock around the ball, try and get the 1s and 2s. When you add bad delivery, come here, try and get the boundary. A man can bowl a good delivery and get you out, but they don't want him to get out playing careless shot because he's the man expected to play the anchor role. Then somebody like a Pollard, a Russell, and a Allen will come in and finish things off. So I can't beat him. I can't knock him. He really did. He did well. He did well. I can't knock him at all. Can't knock him. Contact 20 sports to the bone after being disgraced in the test and between in the T20s to the weakest ever South Africa side. How will we compete versus Australia? Well, I hope it's not a whitewash, but it is looking that way. Then he said, don't blame them too much. Them just not have no idea about T20s. Well, I wouldn't even say they don't have any idea about T20 because these are players that go for big money around the world. Harrison say for West Indies to be more competitive, they have to let some of these grandpapa go, especially Gale. All right, in high time to remove Gale from. It's high time to remove Gale from the series and set up a proper batting order. All right, Contact 20 say England should beat Denmark and get to the final of the Euros. Yeah, man. Mr. Lover say, well, sports to the bone. Any changes to the teams heading to Australia series for the T20? Bring Cornwall to replace Allen until recovered and Myers. The problem is this, guys. We have been always calling for some players that probably are not right there as yet. If Cornwall is going to come in the team, he would have to come in as a spinner. He's not going to come into this team as a batsman, as a opener. Definitely, it's not going to happen. It is definitely not going to happen. So if Cornwall is going to come in, you have to look at it as him coming in as a bowler, and then you would have to look and see whether or not he's ahead of Sinclair and Hussein and those guys. A lot of persons were calling for Hussein. See, he got a chance today. Adil say we bowl pretty well to restrict South Africa, to a decent score. He's batting that failed too many dot balls. As I was saying, sports to the bone, we need a man like Kane Williamson to add for the inning to anchor the innings. Yeah, Contact 20 said the Cap must the Cap must be a man of the series once again. Man score runs in every match. Yeah, man, I didn't even watch the last part there, but I am assuming that you would have picked up the man of the series. Clark said we will still win the World Cup. Goodbyes. Okay, all right. Wayne say big up, big up. Marcelino the cock say yes, yes. All right, Marcelino, congratulations to your team. You guys have definitely outdone yourself. You came with a weakened team and you were able to beat us. So hats off to you guys. You know, you were the better team. Contact 20 say I can't knock Hetty. He tried to play an a mature innings. Yeah, man, Hetmyer did what was asked of him. I am certain of that. Say, well done, South Africa. Yeah, man. Contact 20 say, poor and Russell and Pollard disappoint the entire series. I wouldn't say the entire series for Pollard. Today's game, you know, you can see that he pulled his hamstring. Therefore, he wasn't able to get a full leverage at the delivery. So I guess that is why he wasn't able to transfer his weight and hit the ball. Because that shot that Pollard went for, the ball was there to be hit, but because of the injury, he wasn't able to reach it. Sports to the bone, you think Universe was done or still give him more chances? What I want to tell you say we need to start with the younger players them play now, man. You know, he would have gotten a couple of games. I am certain that he's still able to get some runs here and there, but let him get that in franchise cricket. I'm thinking it's time that we settle in with one of these youngsters. Jason said, and still the best team, still West Indies. Okay. All right. Adil says, sports to the bone. Can't only talk about West Indies. South Africa was brilliant. Yeah, man. South Africa did well enough. It's just that we're pointing out some of the mistakes that West Indies would have made. And it's not like you know they had children bowling to them, because Shamsi, he was excellent as usual, but the guys made some silly mistakes. Contact 20 say South Africa feeling was absolutely on fire today. My word, yeah, man, they were good, especially Bavuma. This is South Africa team rebuilding. They are a good team. Yeah. Irfan say Hussein doesn't look like a T20 bowler. Why is Hayden Walsh Jr. not playing? Hussein just got his first game. Didn't look so good, but if you were watching the Shacarri 50 over and the CPL, you would see that he did pretty well in those series. But you know, it just didn't work for him today. Contact 20 say Pollard says they made the same mistakes over and over. So why don't they adjust instead of doing it all the time? Because their brain, it's because of their brain why they continue doing the same foolishness. Andre said not a good result for what is supposed to be powerhouse team against the ordinary team. Exactly. Richard says sports to the bone. I'm just getting into T20 though, not my favorite format. Please remind us what formula actually won West Indies previous T20 World Cups. How dope that this team strategic how does this team's strategy compare? You can almost say it's basically the same team, except we don't have Narayan and Badri and Carlos Brathwaite. Same set of thing. I mean, we actually hit a lot of sixes in those World Cups. So we could say that it was our power hitting that won us the two World Cup. But based on how things are going now, you definitely need to be able to rotate the strike, especially seeing that a lot of top class spinners are there now. So it's a mixture for me. Philip say honestly losing 3-2 isn't as bad as we are making it, but Gale can play every game. All right, Jason say deception is real. Don't get caught up, West Indies fans. Good vibes, good vibe. All right. We need someone who can help big hitters by rotating their strike, and they have players like Shea Hope as star player in their option. They have Brendan King. Still, they are not giving them a chance. No man, but Brendan King wouldn't be able to make it in this team. The last couple of series, Brendan King no make anything. CPL, Shacarri 50 over Brendan King no make anything, so he can't get in the team. Harrison says, sports to the bone. I don't know about others, but for me, the selection panel of the West Indies need to regroup. And what's your opinion on Gale? Well, probably the question came after I would have answered. Rose say Russell should retire. Well, he didn't fire with the bat, but he has been doing a little thing with the ball throughout the season. Trey say Quinton de Kock has become another case of AB de Villiers. He has been consistent throughout this tour. Yeah, man, he has been very consistent. But the funny thing with Quinton de Kock, when he gets when he gets in a golden patch, it's very hard to get him out, and he usually scores. But when he gets into a low patch, then he has a lot of problem getting out. Marcelino say, I'm glad they gave Shamsi man of the series. Okay, got it. The bowlers won us the 3 matches, but great batting from the Cock. Yeah, Marcelino. Shamsi was extremely good. Contact 20 says Shamsi proved his T20 class once again. We might need a world-class spinner in the UAE. Not might. We definitely going to need somebody to do some work for us. Andre said Johnson Charles average is better than Hetty and poor and give him another chance. Johnson Charles not going to get in the team over any of those two guys. So, Shandan says Sports to the Bone, they're going to need Narayan for the World Cup. Well, Narayan is a different bowler from what we would have seen in years gone by. Contact 20 say the fact that people calling for 5-0 was so disrespectful to South Africa. They proved we are, hold on, we are still a league under. South Africa came to our home and beat us. I mean, we were seen as favorite going into this series because they were coming in a little undercooked. That is the South Africa team. Quincy say Hetty is struggling to play the anchor role. It's not his game. We need Shea Hope to play the role. Jason say all this for nothing. All this is for nothing with this team. We cannot lose. World Cup. Sports to the Bone. All right, I hear you. Sports to the Bone. Why West Indies team selectors are not giving Shea Hope any chance to make it into the T20 squad? Maybe because he hasn't proven himself in any of the T20 league in the CPL. He hasn't proven himself in the CPL, and these guys that are in the team are guys that play franchise cricket around the world on a yearly basis. So maybe that's why he's not able to get in. Quincy say we played a good series. Yeah, man, it wasn't a bad series, but I was looking forward to the victory. Harrison says, Sports to the Bone, please. I will and your thoughts on Gale. And Gale, yeah, man, I had said it already, and I had said that it might be the end of the line for him, in the sense that he will probably be able to play some franchise cricket. But I'm thinking that they are going to carry him to the World Cup, but maybe not necessarily in the starting 11. But as in regards to him being a definite pick in the team, I think that is behind him now, Damian Harrison. So as it relates to him being a definite out-and-out pick in the 11, I doubt he's there anymore. He's probably going to have to play second fiddle, do some work in the CPL, continue to do some work in franchise cricket if he wants to get back in. But based on the Sri Lanka series and this series, I doubt he's any longer an out-and-out player starter. That is my opinion on that. Irfan say our bowling has generally been strong. If Russell retire, Cattrall or Ola can replace him. No, man, we cannot be we cannot be serious. When I saw somebody type in a Russell must retire, they cannot be serious, man. So I won't even pick up that. So what are thoughts on Shacarri Richardson being banned? All right, just give me a second. Jason say, you will tell me, is this deception or not? I don't understand. Deception in what sense? Shadow says, Sports to the Bone, they should not leave out Fletcher in this game. The selectors is to blame for the loss. I mean, Fletcher did well in the 2 games that he actually played, and they brought in low. Simmons made 47 and thing, but a lot of persons saying, Fletcher should have come in for Gale. All right, so we have catch up on the comments. So a question asking me to give my thoughts on Shacarri Richardson. That is a sprint over there in America that was banned. No, I was definitely looking forward to the showdown at the Olympic. She's young. A lot of young sprinters make mistake. I am definitely hoping that she will be able to bounce back from it and will be able to go on and have a good career. according to her, something emotional had happened to her when she went ahead and did that thing with the cannabis. But what we have to remember, guys, even though it is not considered to be a performance enhancement drug, it is one of them that can mask other drugs, if you understand what I mean. So if you're taking a substance that is on the ban list, you can go ahead and probably use the cannabis, and it will mask it, it will hide it. You understand? Not saying that is what she was doing, but at the end of the day, a lot of top athletes would have tested positive from time to time. So we are definitely hoping that she will recover. As I said, she is one for the future, and I was looking forward to the showdown at the Olympics. Not only that, guys, a lot of persons are saying that she's too arrogant, but as I would have said on this platform, a lot of top class sports personnel were classified as being arrogant. Muhammad Ali, somebody like a Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, all of these guys, you could classify as being arrogant. So I am definitely hoping that she will bounce back. I think she's only going to be banned for about 4 weeks, so she won't be able to run in either the 100 or the 200. But I think it would be in time for her to run on the relay team, I think. Yeah. All right. Jason say, who this team with this team it is not real. Do the math. With this team it is not real. Do the math. All right. All right. I thought West Indies will take revenge of the Test series by smashing huge sixes in T20 series against South Africa, but nothing such occurred. Even West Indies lost the T22, to which there is most saddening part of the story. Yeah, yeah. I mean, why? I really thought that we're going to go there and deal with it, but it didn't work out for us at all. Andre said, if Puran isn't producing with the bat, give Fletcher the gloves. Puran has been poor with the bat since New Zealand series. Fletcher has been doing well and can keep wicket. And that in itself is a good suggestion there, because I mean, he's our vice captain, yes, but we have other players that could step in there, and I guess they were giving him enough opportunity to sort of work his way back into form leading into the World Cup, because they are going to want to carry him as a youngster to the World Cup. But when a man form is poor, you just have to give somebody else a chance. Harrison says, Sports to the bone, do you think we need a new T20 vice captain? I am thinking they are not going to take it from him as yet, but if it is the case that we go up against Australia and it doesn't produce, then we will definitely have to look elsewhere for now. Maybe eventually in the future he will probably get it back, or even be the captain, who to tell. But if it is the case that he goes against Australia and he is not able to produce, then we might need to look at that. Yes, yes, Harrison. Probably we'll need to look at that. Yes. I mean, he's somebody that we want to groom and have in the team, but if he's not producing, if he's not able to make the team as a batsman, then we have a lot of people that can wicket keep and can bat. So we might need to look at that. Sports to the bone. Edwards' bowling was good today. He's team down today, and that's how I want to see Edwards bowling. Yeah, man, it wasn't too bad at all today. He wasn't bowling a lot of short balls and things. So it didn't go too bad for him. Quincy says, Sports to the bone. Quincy says, Sports to the bone. How you think Hetty played this series? Do you think he made the World Cup team? Yeah, man, he's going to be there. But it depends on it. And I doubt they would have selected the team itself based off this series. But the squad, he will definitely be in the squad. But when we're talking about the team, we'll probably be talking about the final 11. But where the squad is concerned, he'll definitely be in the squad. But they are going to expect him to come good in the Australia series, and then they are going to watch him in the CPL also. But talking about this, yeah, man, I think he would have proven that he's there. And I think why he was able to play that mature innings today, Pollard was there with him for a majority of the time, and I am assuming that Pollard would have would have said a couple of things to him, say, remember to keep calm, remember this is your role and all of that. Yeah, man. Jason say was setting them up for the Kilo Wakanda style good vibes. All right, sir. Contact 20 say I expected to be beaten in the test, but to lose the T20 at home versus South Africa on a tiny ground that suits power hitting is a bit concerning and very disheartening. Yeah, remember at the start, I was saying that we might not be able to pull off the test series. I think that's what I was saying, or I had gone for a draw. Yeah, but where the T20 is concerned, I had indicated that I thought we would be able to win the series. Tracy, when Shamsi dropped Hetty, I thought South Africa will pay for that, but that careless dismissal from Russell decided the match. Believe it or not, this is not Andre Russell. I know he seemed to pass his prime. He didn't perform this in this series at all. But yeah, that careless shot that he played to give away his wicket, that is where things really slipped, because Hetty had to go at it shortly after that, and it was going good. So if he didn't basically throw his bat after that wide ball, Russell, then Hetty would have been able to continue doing his thing. But the way in which Russell got out, it was really disappointing. Adrian, so World Cup is in the UAE. Pollard will definitely take Pooran. All right. Sports to the bone. Pooran need to go in the net and practice. Fletcher should have played for Pooran. That's why we lose the game. Too much injustice with the selectors. Fletcher was really in form still, so I can understand your gripe where that is concerned. Even Lendl Simmons could have kept wicket. If Pollard is injured, who do you think can come in to do his role? Why? That in itself is going to be a problem. If Pollard is injured, going into the Australia tour, who will play that role? I guess we're gonna have to. Well, we can't even ask Russell. I guess we're gonna have to get another batsman to come in and push Hetmyer further down the order and ask him to play that role, because he's a natural six hitter. Maybe he won't be as effective, but I don't know. Say Pakistan won't be easy. Pakistan won't be easy. Not at all. The batsmen are always the problem. Always giving problems. MVP said Chris Gayle need to resign now. Sean Dan says sports to the bone. Gayle definitely going to World Cup, but I think they should use Gayle as a finisher. All right. Andre said the umpire gave away this match with poor umpiring. The ball that got Pollard out should have been free hit because the previous ball was waist height, no ball. Maybe I wasn't watching keenly, but I didn't see that one at all. Hetty played another good 50 over innings in a T20 game. Can't rotate strike, and his fitness is affecting his execution of shots. Maybe we weren't watching the same game at all. Molane, Chris 87 said Hetty played another good 50 over innings in T20 game. Can't rotate the strike, and his fitness is affecting the execution of shots. Maybe we weren't watching the same game, I won't knock you for your opinion, but maybe we weren't watching the same game at all. Adrian said, I hope he's not Hola to captain if Polly injured. Also, how many times has Lendl Simmons been out all right? I was waiting for somebody to bring this up. To spin bowling since the Sri Lanka series must be at least 6 times. Not only that, he's always getting trapped in front of the wicket. Always getting trapped in front of the wicket, and most of the time the ball hitting him on the back foot. MVP say Gayle can go now. This is not the Chris Gayle we know. So that's why Pooran is vice captain. Contact 20 say yes, sports to the bone. The previous ball was no ball, which wasn't called. Oh, I probably missed that one. Say if you going to play Chris Gayle, send him to open the batting. Right? Shadow says sports to the bone. Russell should have leave the ball. Bad shot selection from Russell. Exactly. That ball was far outside the half stump. I don't know why I went at that ball at all. Quincy say, why is everyone being so hard on Pooran? He had a decent series compared to the other batsman. batsmen. Not sure. Not sure which other batsman he would have had a better series than. But definitely he needs to be called out though. He's the vice captain and he's expected to score runs, and he hasn't been scoring any runs. So we definitely need to call him out. So sad truth is Gale hasn't been doing much in franchise cricket for a while now. Maybe we need to let him before the World Cup. He hasn't been, and that is indeed true, you know. He hasn't been doing a lot in franchise cricket. I think last year, you know, he wasn't able to play much games. This year he got a chance and was making some runs, you know, but I think he's slowly coming down now. Andre says, Sports to the bone. Does this mean that the biggest name out of the World Cup not going this year? Remember the name. Remember the name, boy. We remember the name, yes, but you know, remember the name, but I doubt we are going to be seeing him. Jason says, so tell me there is no flop still can be believed. Jason says, so tell me there is no flops, still cannot believe. Irfan say Pakistan seamers will be licking their lips watching how our batsmen play the short ball. Yeah, and I want to tell you the Pakistani bowlers are doing pretty well, so I don't know how we're going to do it. Chris 87 say Hetty has too many dot balls sports to the bone, and Lender can face spin early at all. Too impatient and refuse to rotate strike. All right, I hear you. Contact 20 say, nah, Quincy, he's vice captain. No. Well, no, he needs to step it up. These guys are, these guys are world-known T20 players. Why don't they perform in West Indies colors? MVP say Chris Gale need to open the batting, else don't play him. A lot of franchise teams around the world are still using Gale, but they are not using him as an opener. You know, so his better days are behind him, you know, so he might be winding down now. Everyone say at this rate, Marlon Sam will be in the starting 11. Shandan says sports to the bone. They would bring Gale to the World Cup to put fear in bowlers. Don't know how many bowlers going just necessarily be fearful still. What is the meaning of decent? Poor and had a poor series. I saw the commenting about, you know, I definitely know that his series wasn't good at all. 87 say poor and need to get dropped, but he won't, but it won't happen. Pollard has him protected for now. Sharon Reid say who won the match? South Africa, Sharon Reid, South Africa won the match, therefore winning the series. South Africa batted first, they got 168. 168 for 4, and we were only able to get 143 for 9. So South Africa won the series. Tracy, once again, West Indies had succumbed to spin bowling and is going to come back to bite them in the T20 World Cup, given that pitches in Oman and the UAE are all right. All right, snake pit for spinners. Exactly. So, you know, we're definitely going to have to get that sorted. Contact 20 say, if I am a selector, I'm resting holder for the Australia series and bringing in Kyle Myers as an all-rounder. All right, say sorry, but we don't young guns can't do any worse than these old guys. Brandon King, O'Shane Thomas, Hayden Walsh should be given a look in. I'm curious about Akil Hussain coming ahead of Hayden Walsh. As I said, guys, I think they don't trust Hayden Walsh, you know. I don't know, but they have to give him a chance at some point in time. They have to give him a chance because he's the only, probably the best quality leg spinner we have. So they have to give him a chance. Say, best you bring back Marlon Samuels, yes. All right. Marcelina Ducock says, sports to the bone. How long did the West Indies practice for this series? Shamsi said the T20 players for South Africa were practicing West Indies since the test series started. I feel these players for West Indies don't practice enough together. A couple of the players, you know, a couple of the players were here, but we didn't have the full squad, you know, because a few of them came in late and things. So we might have not, we probably didn't have everybody training for a long period of time. You know, but a couple of them were in a high performance training camp for about a month or so, but you know, some persons came in late. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So we finally catch up to the comments. So as I was saying, guys, we definitely need to sort out certain things. See the gear supporter here, you know, hardball. Hardball say if your heart no good, no watch the West Indies. Hardball, the man them say a time for Gale pack it up, you know. Here hardball. Man them say a time for Gale pack it up, yeah, man. But guys, I am really disappointed with how things went. I'm telling you guys, really extremely disappointed with how things went, you know. Quincy said Puran is just in poor form. No, I am backing him for the big stage. And I would have said this on several occasions, you know, Quincy. Puran is definitely quality, but you know, we give him a lot of chance to come in now, man. Just like how my brother here from Jamaica, John Campbell, was failing series upon series, and I was saying they need to rotate him out, take him out of the firing line, give him a chance to work on certain things and come back. That is what I am going to go with where Puran is concerned. If you want to give him the first 2 games against Australia and him not perform, then take him out, man. You understand? I don't want people to think that I am biased, and I'm not biased, because if I can look at my own brothers here, you know, that I used to even play against when I was going to high school, and say, take them out. Why would I need to be biased against Puran? I'm, guys, I definitely, I like the guy as a player, and I definitely see him having a big future. But man, you know, it is about time, man. It's about time now, you know. Hardball say Samji bowl one way and nobody can pick him. Yo, hardball is not one way. Shamsi bowling still, you know. Cause here why him bowling the normal leg spin, which is difficult to face. Him bowling the googly, that is one when he come over and he see him action but turn the next way. Look to me like him bowling flipper and him bowling the ball that drop on you. Him bowl good hard ball. Is a reason why him rank #1 still in a hard ball. Is a reason why Shamsi rank at #1. Positive of the series are McCoy, Evan Lewis, McCoy, and Bravo. Bravo was a pleasant surprise. Yeah, man. Chris 87. Those guys really did pretty well, especially McCoy and Bravo. You know, they did pretty well. Evan didn't do too badly either. Gregory say the management team program Hetty how to bat, and that is wrong. Allow the guy to play his natural game. Look at the strike rate. That not the Hetty we know. Yeah, and that is the thing, you know. You see, because they have the other all-rounders in the team that are not doing anything. That is why Hetty is being forced to play this role, because you know, Russell they think that Russell and Pollard, and when Allen is in, they would be enough to strike the ball. So that's why they're forcing him to play that role. But if Puran was batting at his normal capability or his normal way that we know him, then Hetmyer wouldn't be forced to play that role. So, you know, that is the thing. Contact 20 say Lewis, McCoy, and Bravo did their roles. All right. Marlon Samuels is a big time DJ now. Him no need cricket, and after World Cup treat him so bad. I doubt he would ever come back. All right. Jason Clark said, tell me sports to the bone. They are lying. Respect to the bone. You do the truth. Yeah. No, man, they weren't necessarily saying that I'm being biased, you know, but I was just trying to point out to persons that when I say that it is time for a player to get rotated out, I am not doing it off emotions, because I think a next man will come in and do well. If a man is in the team and he's doing well, I am going to leave him, make him play. It doesn't matter if somebody is outside knocking down the door. Once this man inside here is not failing, you leave him. But once he's failing, let him go and have a seat and let somebody else come in. All right. Christy 87 said, well said. And the John Campbell, West Indies managing him a lot. All right. Mismanage him a lot. Yeah. Contact 20 say, everyone else suspect and need to come better. All right. Philip said, West Indies need to recall Samuels. Shandan says, sports to the bone. After seeing the performance today, I think they need to go and talk to the icon for him to come back. Shandan says, sports to the bone. Shamsi bowl with a kind of slow pace. That's why he gets so much turn and bounce. Yeah, and you see when you're a quality leg spinner, you don't need to rush the thing, and that is why he takes his time and ball, get the ball to turn. And his action is not all the way over, and it's almost sort of slingy like so. Yeah, man, it's a reason why he's ranked #1. I can't tell you hard ball. It might look easy, but it's a reason he ranked #1. Similarly to like how batsmen would be looking and say, look at Bravo, what is he bowling? He's not bowling quick. Why we can't hit him? It's a reason why he has 500 T20 wickets. You know, it's because of the skills and things. So it might look easy, but it's not easy at all. Clark said the truth will set you free. Sports to the ball. All right. Do you think Puran keeping is affecting his batting? He doesn't keep much in franchise cricket. No man, no man. I doubt the keeping is doing anything much because that he's not keeping for a long period of time. And in T20 cricket, very rarely you have to collect the ball behind the wicket or even try to stump anybody. You know, because in T20 cricket, the ball is always being hitting all over the place. So you don't really collect a lot of ball like in ODI and Test cricket. So I doubt it. I understand what you're saying though. In some T20 franchise leagues, he's basically an outfield player, but I doubt it. I doubt it still. I doubt it. But we definitely need to try and get things sorted out, guys, because it doesn't look good for South Africa to come with a team that is in transition and beat us up like that. We really can't settle for that. Do you think the problem lies with the bowling coach? With the bowling coach? What do you mean? You're talking about our bowling coach or the batting coach, you mean? I doubt anything is wrong with our bowling coach. If you're referring to us not being able to probably break through Hayden Walsh as a leg spinner, but where the bowling is concerned, the bowling has been helping us. You know, is the batting that is the problem. You know, is the batting that is the problem. Batting is the problem. Daniel said our struggle against quality spin continues. This is a serious concern when we face teams like India and Pakistan. Very disappointed with the way Russell got out. We had the game up to that point. Exactly, Daniel. You know exactly. You're probably just joining us, Daniel. But you know we were discussing that earlier on, and I was saying that you know that is where the game actually went because Hetty was settled and was looking good, and all Russell had to do was to just play normal, you know, and hit the odd bungee here and there, but a ball way outside the half stump that would have definitely be called wide. He went after it and gave away his wicket. That is where the game went. Not to definitely put the blame on him alone, you know, but you know that was brainless cricket right there. Jason said, tell us the truth, please, because South Africa think they really win done no. Jason said, tell us the truth, please, because South Africa think they really win. Done no. I'm not sure what you're saying at all. The real truth as in what? Hardball say poor and need to be dropped now. Need to be dropped. How comes a man where I feel for about 50 match and people are talk about wait. I got turned in a wait if you Fletcher have chance keeping should I make poor and but better. Boy, hardball, as me say, I can't come up with a reason why Puran is not giving any runs. The only thing I can say that he's out of form. He's definitely out of form. And he has been out of form for quite some time. So the same treatment I am giving him that I would have given to the other players. Rotate him out and let somebody else come in and make some runs. Because at the end of the day, we're looking towards the future, yes, but we have to try and win the present game them. So if you're looking at a man because he's young and talented for the future, you should be able to outplay, she should be able to make some runs now for us. We want runs now. Contact 20 say bowling coach or a bowling has fired all series. Yeah, man, I think he probably meant batting coach. Yeah, man, and at the end of the day, you see, it's some brainless decision that get us in trouble still, you know. It's some brainless decision that get us in trouble. You understand? I don't know if the batting coach can definitely go out and tell a man say, leave the ball. That ball you don't need to play that. You know, the batting coach help to work on people's technical ability. Say for example, a batsman like Lendl Simmons is always getting out LBW. the batting coach is supposed to come in and say, all right, this is what you use to fix this. Say, for example, a batsman that likes to chase ball outside the half stump, the batting coach is supposed to come in and say, all right, you know, you play this shot at this ball or whatever the case may be. That is what the batting coach is supposed to do. Work on certain technique and certain and things like that. You understand? You know, sports to the bone. If Pollard keeping Pooran in the team and not performing, that's a bad as captain. And I'm a Jamaican. I don't want to sound like I'm trying I'm fighting anyone, but that is wrong. I doubt it would be too obvious. I doubt Pollard is keeping him in the team like that. That would be too obvious. All right, Gregory say, let's be honest, Fletcher didn't deserve to get dropped if you're looking at performance in the first two matches. Fletcher shouldn't drop because Fletcher made a good 30, and I think he then got run out. And then when in the next game when we were collapsing, he was able to stand up and make, I think, about 30 of 35 balls, I think. So Fletcher did pretty well, you know. Fletcher did pretty well. Keeping wickets help your batting. That's why she makes run in ODI. But all right. So just a comment there with each other. We need psychologists to get the heads of our players, right? Marcelino said, Evan though the one this series, I'm not happy with the batting. You're saying even though we won the series, you're not happy with the batting. Yeah, man, it's not like the South Africa batting really clicked on all levels still, Marcelino, as you said. Because you might have had Tender Bavuma doing some work, then Makram and Dukak, but a couple of guys didn't do anything at all. What's his name? Miller, who is one of the better batsmen there, he wasn't able to fire. So it wasn't like you guys had a vintage performance either. Hardball said the type of player West Indies having the T20 batting to coach can help these players play too much T20 games all over the world and dominate in most parts. It's just no brain, especially Russell. Boy. We can all make mistake is how we learn from it, but our batsmen keep doing the same thing. Exactly. It is a problem that it is the case that they continue to make the same mistakes over and over. That is my issue. Marcelina the cock say just like the test series, it's one or two batsmen making the runs every innings. Yeah. Gregory say it looks like Russell was apologizing to the coach. Well, that don't really matter to me still, because we lose the series. A foolishness that him do as a professional, he shouldn't do that. Allowing Shamsi to bowl 4 overs for 11 runs was a crucial factor in our defeat. We need batsmen like Lara and Sarwan who can use their feet against spinners and put them under pressure. That is the problem, Daniel. We're batting up to a #1 T20 ranked bowler, and we don't have any batsman that is capable of doing those Lara, Shandopal, and Sarwan thing. We don't necessarily have anybody that is really good at that. So, that is the problem. Hardball says, sports to the bone from Russell, trouble him knows him can. Sports to the bone from Russell, trouble him knows him can. All a good farm. Check out and you'll see. Boy, hardball ain't easy, man. Quincy said, Campbell and Pooran situation is different. Pooran has established himself as a quality player. Campbell didn't. If Pollard was struggling like this, would people call to drop him? Once a player is struggling and is struggling for a long period of time, you can't take up residence in the team. You have to be dropped. You have a lot of world-class players that would have showed themselves to be top class cricketers. But if they are not on a good form, you drop the man and make somebody else play. Not because a man would have established himself, you're going to say, all right, he's undroppable. If he's going 6, 7, 8 games without performing, you have to drop him. Not because he's a quality player. That is my opinion still, and I might be wrong. I am thinking if a man play 8, 9, 10 games, I will know that he's quality. You giving him 8, 9, 10 games, is to basically work himself in form. If him still not get himself back in form, you rotate him out and make somebody else come in and play the cricket. That is how I look upon it. As I say, I might be wrong, but that is how I see it. Sports to the bone, I know he was probably before your time, but what do you think of the former West Indies batsmen like Philo Wallace, calling West Indies batting brainless. It was, as I said, it was before my time. I watch a lot of video clips and I watch a lot of analysis and analysis and thing. And I don't remember ever hearing anybody. Well, they have him as somebody that would have represented us and would have done something, to a certain extent. But he wasn't out and out a good quality. But at the end of the day, this is it. Whether a man would have, even though he would have represented us, probably he wasn't the best at the game. But the fact that he would have retired and would have become a commentator or an analyst, once his opinion seems as if it is good, we have to respect it. It would be like if, say for example, all right, let me use a different example. Say somebody like a Tino Best now, who a lot of persons don't consider to be somebody that would have set the world ablaze as regards to his wicket, to be as regards to being a good pace bowler, out and out pace bowler. If he comes and he's now a commentator and an analyst and he's good at it, we have to work with what he's analyzing, once it makes sense. You can't then draw back for his career and say, well, he wasn't a good cricketer, so there's no way he's a good analyst. So Philo Wallace, as I said, I don't know much about him. I listen to him a lot on the radio, but he was saying that the cricket is brainless, and you and I are here saying it was brainless, and we haven't played at the international level. So if we are able to say that, then it is only fair for a man that is able to analyze the cricket to come up with the same opinion. So even though he was probably not the best at the game, if he's able to look at it and analyze it properly, then we can respect his opinion. Regardless, we still win because it's planned new world order. I don't know what you're talking about. Shadan says, Sports to the bone, Fletcher need a chance now, and I remember Fletcher and Gale make one of the biggest opening partnership. Fletcher deserve a chance. He has work on his game, and I'm seeing it when he's batting. Yeah, man, he isn't doing too badly at all. Contact 20 says Russell need to evaluate himself as a batsman. Why does he think he's a baseball man? Just swinging and not carrying much. Caring much. Yeah, him look like a baseball. Look like a baseball person, yes. All right. And the Sports to the bone, cricket player and current form, not what you see to do. Poor and not doing well, so him must get dropped. Man, must get dropped. Man, like Rutherford can't even get a look in. You see? I know what I know, so I am going to respect other person's opinion on the platform still. Contact 20 says Sports to the bone. I'm not sure we will even compete against Australia unless we fire in both departments. They need to go to the next play spin bowling and try rotating the strike more. Terrible cricket sense. Yeah. Contact 20 says Sports to the bone. I am here. I see a couple of things and I'm wondering what that is typing there. Say Sports to the bone. I think time best give Edwards a call today and tell him to steam down. Say, how can Pollard keep a man in the team? He is the selector. Yeah, I saw that commenting about. I doubt that is the case. And if a man is not performing, then it is obvious for the world to see. Daniel said Russell needs to evaluate his batting. He needs not to only try to aim for cow corner, but he is but he has the strength to hit the ball straight. You can hit across the line against top team. No, okay, you're saying you can hit across the line against top team constantly. Yeah, very well said. Hold on, guys. I just blocking somebody here. All right, so Fabian, Sports to the bone. Fabian was a big loss for us. Yeah, man, Fabian was a big loss. I'm telling you guys, especially when Bravo came in there, Fabian Allen would have definitely, came in and would have done something. Hopefully would have done something, but it is what it is. Gardner say who won? Well, South Africa won, and they won the series 3-2. They were able to get 168. and we were only able to get 143 for 9. So South Africa won the series. Hardball say Pakistan is a better T20 side and paper out of the 3 teams. So make we see how Pakistan series go. Gale is my favorite player, but him have to play good in the Pakistan series. All right, Hardball, so you're giving him one more series to come good. All right. Smith say I'm actually from Australia, and Smith say I'm actually from Australia, and I thinking, what do you think was the issue for West Indies not being who they used to be? And thanks for taking up your time and doing respect. Yeah, man, Smith, nice to have you here. Shout out to everybody from Australia that is on the live. As we were saying, Smith, it all has to do with our batting. The bowlers did pretty well, but our batsmen, they are not able to play quality spin bowling, and they are not rotating the strike. That is the 2 things that is really holding us back. We are not rotating the strike. We are not playing the spinners. You can't have Shamsi. I mean, we know that Shamsi is quality, but for him to bowl 4 overs for maybe 11, 12 runs, that is definitely not what we want. So that is where we miss out. Mandan says Shea Hope needs to come in and play like Marlon Samuels used to. All right. Jason said get with the program. I still think was not get with the program. I still think it was not real. Marcelino say the cock say you missed my message above. Hold on, Marcelino. What was the message? All right, me find it. Marcelino the cock say I think West Indies batting lineup is fine. Hold on. I think the West Indies batting lineup is fine. They must just fix the order and the batting strategy. Hetty and Puran and very fast. So 6 run over Shamsi over is a minimum requirement. Okay, so you were saying that they probably should have tried to well, you were saying that maybe just to get a runner ball off Shamsi would have worked. Yeah, the batting lineup, to be honest, Marcelino isn't too bad. We have quality players, man, but for some reason, man, the brain. All right. All right. I'm trying to catch up back on a couple of the comments. All right, right down to Gregory now. Gregory say, of course, Pollard can keep him in the team. Pollard helps select the team. If you didn't know, but when he's saying that keep him in the team, we know that he helps to select the team as a captain. But I'm saying if a man is outrightly failing consistently, one man can just the captain can just stand up and say him go and play. It would be obvious that it is done right. What you would call it, bias and favoritism. He hasn't been firing. His scores have been mediocre, but we know it's better. But I think that the little scores that he's making every now and again, they are using that to persist with him. But I doubt one man can just keep him in a team like that, man. Original say good night from St. Kitts. Let's look at the positive. We have more matches to come. Really rally around the guys. Yeah, man, we are rallying around the guys, but we're just trying to break down and look at some of the mistakes that were made. So Original, joining us from St. Kitts. How are you guys doing over there as in regards to the weather? Quincy say, I respect the principle, sports to the bone. You made a valid point. Yeah. All right, Camis Suel, big up Camis Suel. Camis in the house. Camis say, Philo Wallace sentiment, what called kettle black. But seriously, T20 team need the tighten up. Have power hitters, yes, but there is some magic missing from each department. But bowl and field, yeah. But as I said, Philo Wallace wasn't the best, but we can't look at it like that. He wasn't the best, but he's probably a better analyst than he was a cricketer. Mind you, guys, I have never played cricket professionally, and I am able to give my opinion. And I am sure that most persons that are here wouldn't have played professionally, and we're able to give our opinion. So I am thinking that if Philo Wallace is able to spot something as a cricket analyst now and point it out, it would start to be unfair for us to draw back on his cricketing career and say that, why, this man didn't do much as a cricketer, so his point isn't valid. I doubt you can do that, because then that would mean that me hosting this show would be a total irony, because I didn't play at any professional level. I played a little cricket for my school and college, but I wasn't good any at all. So if you understand what I'm saying. But nice to have you in the house, Kamis. Big up yourself. Say sports to the bone, only one player can play like Samuel and Johnson Charles. You sure about that? Johnson Charles, which I love to hit the ball to the leg side only. Contact 20 say, I am disappointed. We haven't seen O'Shane Thomas so far. 2021 feels like him and Chemo are falling to the wayside. No, man, they are working on them, man. They are working on O'Shane especially. Remember, I did a video the other day and let you guys know that Pollard said that O'Shane is coming back into form and he was working very good in the nets. You know, remember that, man? Danny Ling says, sports to the bone. We have some positive from the series. Yeah, man, we have a couple of positives, man. Dwayne Bravo still showing us that he's capable. Obed McCoy announcing himself on the international stage, and Evan Lewis continuing to show us that he's an extremely good batsman. Yeah, man. So sports to the bone, what happened to Kemo Paul? I'm not sure. Now, the last thing that I know, as I said, guys, he would have pulled out of the tour against Bangladesh, and then he got injured and all of that. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Original says St. Kitts is what? You guys are doing okay over there. I hope you all are doing okay over there, you know. My peeps from St. Vincent, Barbados, heard that you guys had some weather over there, some rain. I hope you all are doing okay. Contact 20 says, sports to the bone, the hurricane hit us in Barbados, St. Lucia, Martinique, and Grenada, not St. Kitts. Oh, St. Kitts not get any water over there. Yeah, man, I saw where Barbados was on some heavy weather, man. Even yesterday, I heard that Grenada got even while I was watching the game today, they were saying that they had a lot of rain yesterday evening and thing. Out here in Jamaica, we are expected to get some rain later tonight into tomorrow, based on what I am hearing. Yeah, man, contact 20 and St. Vincent. Okay, so you guys are okay in St. Kitts, all right? Say, what happened? What happened? I fell asleep. Boy, you probably save yourself, Harif. Harif says he fell asleep. Well, we lost. South Africa won the series 3-2. So South Africa made 168 and they managed to restrict us for 143 for 9. So we lost. Danny says, sports to the bone, we have some positive from this series, although we lost. Obed McCoy seems pretty good. Hold on there. The comment gone. See, come back. Obed McCoy seems pretty good for us, and some of the other guys, we just need to rotate the strike more, and we would be hard to beat. Exactly, and that is what a couple of the comments have been saying, especially Daniel from the other day. We just need to rotate the strike, and going into the World Cup, spin is going to be a big factor, and if we're not able to rotate the strike, we're going to have a problem. Original say we had rain up to Thursday yesterday and today bright and sunny. All right. Hardball says sports to the bone. Maybe that's why Gail not married early, because hardball always a trouble the money marriage, you know. Hardball say maybe that's why Gail not married early, because the most of the West Indies cricketer them were married can but we save them life at the time moment. Charles too I Charles to I them only can look leg side. Oh, want say Charles and can look leg side. Boy, hardball, you know, easy, you know, man. Leave the man alone, man. Sports to the bone. Phil Wallace was good batsman. He was a power hitter. Yeah, man. He was probably a good batsman in terms of he probably did better than some of what the players are doing now. But if we are looking at past greats, in comparison to some of the past greats, he wasn't one of our greats, if you understand what I'm saying. But I'm just using that analogy to show that you can't really judge a man based on his past job. You understand? Original say Obed McCoy had a good series. Yeah, man. I have something that I need to point out where Obed McCoy is concerned. Quincy say, I hope West Indies didn't give up on Kimo Paul. Hopefully not. Harry said these guys are just brand and no brain. They keep on breaking us down with their self-inflictive defeat. And they are from Trinidad. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the persons joining us from Trinidad. Stay humble say Bravo has always been capable with the bat, but he needs to work on his batting too. The one shot over cover is what shot over cover is cutting now. Is not cutting it now. Yeah, man. Bravo shot that, you know. Original say to answer the Kimo Paul question, I have news that he is doing rehabilitation. Okay, that's good. Kimo Paul is usually injured, you know, so don't know. Gregory say like up the live people. Let's push the channel sports to the bone. Yeah, man, Gregory, continue to encourage them because I don't know, you know. Almost every evening I come on here and I talk till my throat sore, and they will not like the live and they will not recommend the channel to other persons. I don't know why. Marcelino said, and the cock was excellent behind the stumps. They weren't talking about it much. What was your thoughts, eh? Quinton de Kock was definitely excellent behind the stump. I saw where he took some brilliant catches. He took a couple of brilliant catches, Marcelino. You know, especially keeping up. And we know our batsmen are always flashing at the ball. And I saw where he took some brilliant catches. You know, the Kock was excellent. Generally speaking, Quinton was excellent. And I mean, coming into this series, he was sort of under pressure because we know he had the captaincy for a while, didn't perform. They took it from him, and then with the whole BLM thing that is going on, he you know, people were looking at him because of certain things, and he just came out and showed that he's a cricketer and he wants to play cricket, and I respect him for that. He had a good series, Marcelino. I just say, where is Ravman Powell? He is a powerful hitter. He's a powerful hitter, yes, but not good enough for this team, maybe. Say, if this game is real, can we win the World Cup? I doubt we have the quality, but there are a lot of things that we need to work on. Hardball say you never do check and catch well. Oh, hardball, I know me never remember though. And funny enough, me have persons which part actually can give me information where that is concerned, you know. So I've got to try and remember. Andre says, sports to the bone, give Johnson Charles him props. Is he yes, him perfect the leg side, but the man average better than Hetty and Pooran with four T20 half centuries, including 84 at the last World Cup. I'm not saying that Johnson Charles isn't good enough, you know. Don't get me wrong. Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Johnson Charles wouldn't have done something for us, you know. I'm just saying that it's probably going to be difficult for him to get back in the team as an opener. You know, Fletcher is there, and we see that they are working with Evan Lewis and Lendl Simmons, and we know that Johnson Charles is an opener. Daniel says South Africa were 128 without loss and was restricted, and we restricted them to 168. So the bowling was brilliant. Our series just need to add a top spinner to the mix. We also Cartwell. Yeah, man, Daniel. Very, very well said. Hardball say about the retirement from the army. Yeah, man, I know what you're talking about, hardball. And I said that I have persons that could give me information where that is concerned. I just didn't remember to check because I have persons that you know that can give me some information, if you get what I'm saying. Richard said, Kimo Paul, good man. Kimo Paul, good man. You will see him in the CPL. Zooks by him. Yeah, man. I know that he will be in the thing, but he was at a higher level the other day, so we don't want him to drop back. You know, we want him to continue building. Gregory said, Obed looks good, but believe me, the Australian and other are already looking at him, so he have to keep working on his tricks. Yeah, man. And something that I saw Samuel Badji pointed out where Obed McCoy is concerned, when he's bowling, I think when he's bowling his quicker ball, the normal ball, he has his fist clinched of the non-bowling hand, and when he's going to bowl the slower ball, the non-bowling hand the palm is up, is open, the fist is open, or vice versa, something like that. But I was looking at the analysis, and I think that is something that the bowling coach will definitely need to get him fixing. You know, when he's going to bowl a quicker ball, I think it is, he clenches his fist, you know, and when he's about to bowl a slower ball, the non-bowling hand is always open, and you can see the clear difference. So seeing that people would have figured that out, you can either mix it up or cut it out totally. You understand? Dale Steyn had the same problem, and they worked on him, and he ended up being one of the best bowlers we have ever seen. All right. All right, just catching up on the comments, guys. All right, Adrian said Paul struggles against the short ball. Paul struggle against most deliveries. Jason said, can we win the World Cup with this team or not? Your call. I doubt it. I doubt it. I am keeping my fingers crossed, but I doubt it. We're not over the Sri Lanka series and the South Africa series. I am going to be emotional and passionate and say we are going to fix it and come better. But I doubt we're going to be strong enough where we are rotating the strike is concerned and not having a quality spin. I doubt it. With the quality of CPL, you would think we will have a few more batsmen, but names not change for the last few years. Yeah, basically the same couple of players, yes. Tracy, Sports to the Bone, question. Do the West Indies have to change their power hitting attitude and be more conservative in ones and twos? They must stay that way, because after this series, it's because very puzzling to me. No man, I think our power hitting is natural, and that has been there from years. It is something that has been there from the 80s come right up. You understand? And I think that it is always going to be there. But we just need to adapt. We need to adapt. You know, the power hitters, they just need to know when to be able to rotate the strike, because the other top power hitters around the world, they rotate the strike. You know, you are going up against quality bowlers. Not all the time you are going to be able to smash them all over the field. So you have to be able to rotate the strike. So the 6 hitting, we can always work with it, man, but they have to just know when. The situational awareness have to improve. Sports to the Bone, Johnson Charles is a confident player. All right. Clifford said, I think spin is going to be the deciding factor of West Indies cricket going forward. Hope they get that sorted. Yeah, man. Hardball said, Allen really missing from today. Yeah, man. Because Allen would not only with his bowling, but you know, would probably come in and chip in with a couple of sixes. Adil says, Sports to the Bone, what is happening to O'Shane Thomas? The man get big like the eating too much KFC. I would have addressed this a couple of times. It was about 2 days ago I did a video where I said Captain Pollard did an interview saying that O'Shane Thomas is working his way back into fitness and he's looking good in the nets. Over the last couple of months, he would have put on a lot of weight, but according to the captain, he's working his way back to fitness. Sports to the Bone, we can win the World Cup. We just need good spinner. All right, Shandon, I hear you. I hear you. Hardball say can't count out the West Indies team because of them name surprise. Yeah, as I said, on any given day they can go and beat any team in the world, you know. But if I am supposed to go not off emotions, I wouldn't have them at the top of the pile. You know, if I am going to go as a West Indian, I would say that boy, we stand a chance. But if I am going to go as somebody that watch a lot of cricket and look at other teams, I would definitely not have us at the top of the pile to win. Not saying it is impossible, but I don't have us at the top of the pile. Richard said, me really feel them need to identify 15 players and use them and let the team gel. Chopping and changes don't make much sense when the World Cup right around the corner. But I think that is what they were trying to do. They chop and change a little bit in this series to try and identify the players that would gel leading into the World Cup. I think that is what they were doing. You can't just pick a couple players and just make them gel, you know. You have to give people a chance, and based on who perform now, then you put them together and let them gel. At least that is how I see it. Doesn't necessarily mean that is how it goes. Danny says, sports to the bone. We need a player in the middle to be responsible for batting through the middle overs and rotate the strike. Every batsman is trying to hit six. They doesn't seem to have uh, a game plan. Yeah, that is what we need. We definitely need somebody to bat in the middle and bat out the overs. Vlog say Gale at 3 has to be looked at. Yeah, man, we were talking about that a little earlier in the live. Potter say we need a very good batsman in the team, one that the team could bat around a good number 3. Yeah, we need somebody to bat at 3 that will be making some runs. Vlog say Fletcher at number 3 seems better seeing he can run and make boundaries. Gale can't run, so he is high dependent on boundaries. Yeah, man, we covered that. We covered that already. Said that boy is probably close to the end of his rope now. Steve Waugh said when he first toured West Indies, they were the fastest pitches he ever experienced. But on his last tour, they were the deadest. His West Indies pitch a problem. I don't have any out and out quick pitch still, you know. Probably just Barbados and Sabina Park and thing, you know, and this pitch there, you know, but I think the man them just need to learn for bat, yeah, man. The quality of regional cricket is poor, so we can't expect the man them to work miracles at the top. Adil says, sports to the bone, what do you do? Sports to the bone, who do you back at the World Cup? And I think Afghanistan will give plenty teams challenge. What's your thought? All right, I'll come into that. This West Indies team are born entertainers. They'll do well in front of packed crowds. India, a lot of the guys have huge experience in those wickets. Via IPL won't win World Cup, but expect better than this. Yeah, man. As regards to winning the World Cup, I don't know. England like to crumble under pressure, you know, guys, but they have a good team. And as I would have said on several occasions, every time you guys ask me this question, I make it clear. I am not a big fan of England as you regard. When they are playing cricket, I usually want them to lose. But generally speaking, their white ball team isn't the worst in the world. So I have to call a spade, and I think they are ranked number 1. So based on the players that I am looking at, they are going to go in with a good team. Yeah, man. So I don't think Lendl Simon realized his talent. He should have been our best batsman across all formats. Always. Hold on there. Across all formats. Anyways, let's see how we rebound for the Aussies. Yeah, man. That youth Lendl is a talented youngster. I can't even say youngster anymore, but you know he has a lot of talent. Hardball say Gale have to open because Gale now go run. Agent says sports to the bone. Question: if Monty performs this CPL like how Wash performed in 2019, will they take him to the World Cup? Why? I don't know if they will definitely take him to the World Cup, but they will probably have to join me in a little closer because Hayden Wash performed well in the CPL and all know them not let him loose. You understand? So I don't know, but Monty is a talented cricketer, so we can't continuously keep them down like that. Daniel said, I think Hetty played a sensible measured innings today. Can't fruit him today. Let's hope he continues in this vein. Maybe hope should be added to the mix. He rotates strike well in ODIs. Yeah, man, where Hetmyer is concerned, I would have broken down Hetmyer's innings and would have indicated that it was a well-played innings, and that is what they were asking of him. The problem is that the power hitters that should have come in and do their job, they didn't do it. The poor and the Russell and the Pollard. But Hetmyer did what was asked of him. That is what they were asking of him. Rotate the strike, bat for long, let the power hitters come in and finish it. That was what they were asking of him, and he did it. So the power hitters, they have to blame this time around. Other persons don't see it that way, but that is how I see it. Sports to the bone, let us be fair. Since they put Gale number 3, his game dropped tremendous. But yeah. But at the end of the day, not only in our team, but in franchise cricket, Gale has not been putting up a lot of top numbers, and we see where franchise cricket cricket has been experimenting with Gale at number 3. But yeah, man, Shandon, his numbers has definitely gone down. But as I said, this is the twilight of his career. If they think that they want to use him against Australia, I can tell you if he don't perform in the last in the 2 games that they might give him, then sad to say he might be taken to the World Cup, but he will definitely probably not be in the starting 11, in my opinion. Darlene said, what the problem? We in the Caribbean feeling bad. The problem is the same as it always been. West Indies batsmen thinking that only 6 and 4s can win cricket, not rotating the strike and not being able to bat spins. Naldoon said India and England favorites, no doubt. Why? Virat Kohli under some real pressure to win a title these days, boy. Virat Kohli under a lot of pressure. We will still, Jason Clark said we will still win the World Cup. Okay. All right, Jason. Hardball said Gale never a good runner from morning. So me don't think him him age matter we running a big problem from Gale. Reach 28, him stop run. Yeah, Gale not really run. Gale from I have been watching cricket, I have never really seen Gale as a man that really run between the wickets. The most run I see Gale run is when he make the 2-step for ball. When he just come up, so make 2-step for ball. Gale not run between wickets. Darlene said, why Windies never play Cottrell? Because they went for Fidel Edwards, and they wouldn't have played Fidel Edwards and Cottrell in the same game, and Fidel Edwards didn't do too badly. Because World Cup in the UAE and Oman, I would back India to win. It's my second pick. It's Pakistan. All right. So you're saying that probably because it is down there, they will probably do well. All right. That is I understand. Shannon says, sports to the bone. I'm not fan of England too, but they have a good T20 squad. Yeah, man. I am not a fan of them at all, Shandon, but I can tell you they have a good team. And if I am going to put emotions aside, I have to be fair and say that they really look good. Preston McSween is a very good bowler for West Indies in Test. Yeah, Preston McSween is a good bowler. Yes, he didn't get a chance to make his debut the other day because Jaden Sears came on the scene and did pretty well. Darling said we need help in Windies cricket. Why is Rutherford not getting a look in? Probably because the selectors consider the guys that are in now to be ahead of him. Even if Gale make a big score, does it really matter because he absorbs a lot of that balls, and even if he hits some sixes, it takes one ball to get out. He's legend, but his time has come. Yeah, and I am saying that the writing is basically going up on the wall for him now. And no hard ball going to be trying fire, but Gale's writing is on the wall now, man. Sports to the bone. Do some research for US. Sports to the bone. Do some research for us. Has the West Indies ever beaten South Africa in any series? Yeah, man. I think we would have beaten them in series before, man. But it would have been a while now. Shannon says, sports to the bone. Yes, I think you're right. If Gale don't perform in the next series, I think they would drop him. But right now, Gale going to be the talk. All right. Hard ball, sports to the bone. Maybe you can overstand, but me can't see how Hope never performed good in CPL. So how him I go solve the problem at number 3? So explain to me. Hardball, I would have said it on this platform before. Shea Hope did not do anything in the CPL, did not have a good CPL at all. You understand? So when persons keep on calling for him, probably is because he has been doing good in 50 over. People are thinking that he's going to come into international cricket and just automatically click and be able to solve the problem. But he wasn't good in the CPL at all. He didn't do anything in the CPL. But I can't constantly repeat it hardball. So when people suggest him coming in, I just leave them. I can't constantly repeat it. You understand? And it's the sports to the bone. We can't play series point blank. They will go. They will do good in World Cup because it's knockout. All right. Vlog say Cottrell isn't in the 11 because McCoy is doing very well. Yeah, man. And you notice I didn't even compare him to Mackay or say Mackay would be up because Mackay is an automatic pick. That's why I would have said Edwards is in. That's why Catwell isn't in. Because Mackay is a definite pick, man. Adil say Afghanistan spins will do very well in the pitches in UAE, and Oman spins like Nabi and Mujab, Rashid Khan. Yeah, man, some good spinners there, you know, Rashid Khan, Mujab, and you know, and Nabi. Those guys are definitely licking their lips to go and do some work down there in the UAE. Jason Clark said, "Do you think that Gale will make next World Cup?" Well, I think that question was probably before I answered. I just answered that question. Vlog said, who do you guys think should partner McCoy when opening the bowling, Thomas or Edwards? Boy, Thomas would definitely have to prove to us that he's back in form, but we can't just throw Thomas name like that for him to just come in and open. But based on who is in the team and performing well now, we would have to select somebody that is in the team now. You understand? Hopefully, Jason Waller will get back his form and come in and will be able to do so. Original say West Indies is in group with Australia, Pakistan, and New Zealand, and two associate nations. Jaja. Fletcher is key. Vlog say Fletcher is key to our number 3. All right. Daniel say New Zealand will be very hard side to beat in the World Cup. Not the most talented side, but very disciplined and a solid hold on there. And solid unit all around. Also England and India. Yeah, man, Daniel, very, very, very true. Shannon says, Sports to the bone, don't be surprised if Hope make it to the World Cup, but after the CPL, look for a few changes. Yeah, man, they're probably going to use the CPL to look at things, but right now, She Hope couldn't possibly be the answer right now. You know, hopefully Hope has a good CPL and work and warrant a place in the World Cup. Yeah. Finally, I catch up on the comments, guys. Yeah, man. Hopefully, we'll have a good CPL overall, and people will put up their hands and say, all right, they deserve to be selected. But yeah, man, guys, we have managed to battle this series, and I am definitely disappointed. But it is what it is, you know. It is definitely what it is, guys. So we are hoping that we'll be able to sort of improve leading into the World Cup. We don't have an out and out quick like the other teams. All right. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, guys. We are wrapping up this live now, guys. So it was indeed my pleasure to have actually cover the 5 games with you guys. We didn't do a watch along for every game, but to basically come on and to have a talk after the game. I must say that it was definitely a pleasure. I have definitely come upon some knowledgeable persons where the cricket is concerned. Shannon says, Sports to the bone, Daniel Wright, New Zealand have powerhouse T20 squad. Yeah, man, New Zealand is a good team, plus the bowlers are very good. Bowlers are very good. Sports to the bone, I don't think Edwards was used properly this series. He didn't bowl more than 2 overs and nothing at the depth. All right, Sports to the bone. Thanks, Sports to the bone. Great show. Yeah, man, guys. As you can see, I'm basically doing the wrapping up. So as I said, guys, I am definitely grateful for the support. You guys have definitely stuck around, and over the series here, we have seen the channel move from high to high to higher, and I am definitely looking forward to other series to come. And remember, guys, even when cricket is not on, I am asking you guys to continue to support the channel. A lot of persons have been asking me to do out and out cricket channel, but as you can see, I'm a sportsman in general, so I'm going to be posting other sports. So I'm asking you guys, when I post the other content, please go ahead and support the videos in. Also, the Australia series coming up, I am definitely going to be doing a couple of lives, doing a couple of videos, a build up and things like that. So I'm asking you guys to continue to support the movement. Olympic is coming up, also going to be doing some Olympic. You guys that don't like football, you better start tuning into football, because when the World Cup comes around, I have not World Cup. When the Premier League starts, I'm going to be doing some Premier League stuff. All right. So once again, guys, I really appreciate the support, and I am looking forward to you guys. Right? Continue to give me the support. Guys, please remember, go ahead and like the video as you're about to close off. If you have not liked the video as yet, go ahead and like the video. And my Patreon squad will be dropping very soon. And for the Patreon, I have set it up, and I am going to be posting the link. And you know, for persons who want to contribute to the channel, you can just click the link and it will take you there. And you don't know, my Patreon squad, then their names will be listed at the beginning of each of my video. Right? So as I go ahead and build up the Patreon squad, your names, once you click the link and go on and subscribe to the Patreon squad, I will definitely be building a squad, and your name will be listed at the beginning of each of my videos. So I am definitely happy to have found some of you, well, all of you guys. I don't want to single out anybody now to let people feel like I am leaving them out or picking favorite. But people like Hardball, Adil, you know, Contact, Naruto, Daniel, all of them people are coming, Irfan, you know, Sean, Dan. Big up on yourself, man. Really happy for you guys. So we're going to leave this one right here for now, guys. As I said, I am really happy that you guys would have started to support the platform. Sports to the bone. I'm out. Big up on yourselves, eh?